Pissed off black mama gives gang thug who tried to kill Georgia cop an epic surprise he didn't want to see. This is one of those stories that gives you the good feels for all the right reasons. Last Thursday, a mother of 3 in Cobb County, Georgia, was minding her own business when 2 thugs walked up to her house in what was reported to be a robbery attempt. The thugs entered the home around midnight, and soon, things took a turn for the worse. The woman, Shaquita Green, had no idea that she was about to be in a fight for her life, and her children's. One of the men, Keandra Funches, a gangbanger who in 2015 had tried to kill a Georgia police officer, forced Green and her children into the back of their house. Funches said he was looking for Green's husband, and she tried to explain to Funches that her husband wasn't home. The gangbanger then began threatening to kill Green and her kids with a handgun. Fearing for her and her children's safety, Green became a pissed-off mama bear and took action to save them. Green managed to get to her own handgun and proceeded to blow gang thug Funches away at almost point-blank range. Funches died at the scene, which is awesome. When police arrived at Green's home, they arrested the other thug, Javarian Mitchell, and charged him with murder. How's that for karma? Via the Atlanta Journal-Constitution. A man killed in a Thursday morning gang-related shooting at a Marietta home was a 5-time convicted felon who had recently been released from jail. Before he was shot and killed in Cobb County this week, Keandra Funches had several run-ins with Marietta police, including attempting to shoot at an officer. Marietta police officer Chuck McPhillamy told the Atlanta Journal-Constitution. Officers attempted to arrest Funches during a January 16, 2015 domestic violence call in which he raised a gun at one of the officers and pulled the trigger, the AJC previously reported. The gun malfunctioned. He was arrested a week later in Mississippi. Funches was released from prison March 30, according to the Department of Corrections. The 25-year-old had been in prison 4 other times since 2009 on multiple charges, including aggravated assault and gang activity. In his latest brush with the law, authorities say he was let into a home by Javarian Mitchell and threatened homeowner Shaquita Green and her children at gunpoint before being shot and killed by Green. Green told Channel 2 Action News that Funches was looking for her husband, William Green. Marietta police are still piecing together what led to the attack that was initially reported as a home invasion. "We don't believe Shaquita Green meant to mislead anyone," McPhillamy told the AJC. "We believe it was a confusing time." While protecting her children, Green managed to grab her own gun and fatally shoot Funches, McPhillamy said. But Green said she's not sure why Funches was looking for her husband. Neither knew him, nor had ties to the alleged gang activity, McPhillamy said. "He wanted my husband, that's all he kept saying," Green told Channel 2. Green does not face charges in the shooting, but authorities arrested and charged Mitchell with murder, 4 counts of aggravated assault, 3 counts of cruelty to children and 4 counts of false imprisonment. WSB-TV Atlanta covered the story and spoke to Green after the incident. Homicide detectives are investigating a deadly home invasion in Cobb County. Marietta police said a 911 call came in from the 90 block of Griggs Street around 2:30 a.m. Thursday. Police told Channel 2's Liz Arts that a woman called and said someone was breaking into her house, and that she had shot and killed him. The woman was identified as Shaquita Green. She said she doesn't know who barged into her home in the middle of the night, but she said he was armed and threatened to kill her 3 children. "It was either him or me and I wasn't going. My kids weren't going to get hurt and they weren't going to see me get hurt," she said. Green said the man, who police later identified as Keandra Funches, 27, kept asking for her husband, who wasn't home. After forcing the family to the back of the house, she was able to get her gun and open fire. "That's when I stepped in front of them and said, 'You don't have to do all of that,'" Green said. Police said when they arrived, they found Funches had been shot and killed. Police canvassed the area and talked to neighbors. Green and her husband, who arrived minutes after the shooting, were taken away for questioning. Family members took the 3 children. The small children are now in the care of other family members, and as just normal protocol, the female is now at the police department being interviewed by our detectives, said Marietta Police Public Information Officer Chuck McPhillamy. Art spoke to neighbors, who were shocked. "It's very alarming because in this neighborhood, nothing really happens," Jasmine Gary said. "We're all family here because most people here have lived on the street their entire lives, so it's really shocking, to say the least." Green continued in epic fashion. "We both work full-time. We're parents. So for them to tear up my house and keep my firearm and I'm the victim, I don't appreciate that," she said. "I thank God it played out the way it did. I hate that someone had to lose their life, but he shouldn't have come and brought his A in my house, excuse my language." Yahoo News ran the story and readers who commented stood behind Green and applauded her actions, some even saying she has done more to help the black community than BLM and the NAACP combined ever has. With crime rampant in many black neighborhoods, and BLM doing nothing to stem the tide of gang killings and violence, it's good that some of them are standing up to these thug criminals who offer nothing of value to the world. In this case, a career thug who tried to kill a cop got some epic justice at the hands of a pissed-off mama bear. Never get between a mom and her kids, Q's, there will surely be hell to pay. Share this if you love when scum thugs get blown away. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe Breaking News 365 channel. Goodbye and see you again.